Hello and welcome to the Legacy Crusaders YouTube channel. This is Benji and today I'm joined by Donax. Say what up.
Hey, what's up? I'm good. For everybody that doesn't know who I am, basically the guy that invented the adventure sync on deck.
Yeah, if you haven't already seen, MBT just posted the 10-minute testing the other day using your list as a base. We actually attempted to record this twice before using that list and had technical difficulties, and you've actually found a new list since then, so this is a little different. So if anyone saw that list, this is slightly different. This is also solid. We'll do a quick card by card, and then we'll discuss the changes that have come up from the deck list. Now, for anyone who hasn't seen the series, I bring someone on who knows how to play a deck. They tell me what to do through a few games on Yugioh Pro, where I make the moves that they say. So whatever Donax tells me to do, I'm going to do. That'll help me learn the combo. It'll help you learn the combo. And we'll get to discuss some playmaking decisions that we're doing in-game. We're doing this to pop, so we need this zone open for whatever. Things like that. And I just want to thank the Patreons, Grie Velorn, lala-la-land, and Paul Aurelius for your support. And everyone make sure you go check out Donax's channel, where he should have just posted a new video involving this particular build, which is a little different from the previous build we were using before. So quickly, we're on 2 Fenrir, 1 Griffin Rider, 1 Wheel Synchron, 3 Reborn Tengu, 3 Water Enchantress, 2 Revolution Synchron, 3 Ash, 1 Assault Synchron, 2 Jet Synchron, 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Rite of Aramasir, 1 Triple Tactics Talents, 2 Thrust, 1 Foolish Burial, 2 Small World, 3 Tuning, 3 Synchro Overtake, 3 Book of Moon, 1 Fateful Denture, 1 Draco Back, 1 Infinite Impermanence. In the extra, we're on 1 Crimson Dragon, 1 Bestial Dispatter, 1 Baron de Fleur, 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, 1 Cypher Melon Omega, 1 XL Synchro Stardust Dragon, 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, 1 Shooting Riser Dragon, 1 Stardust Charge Warrior, 1 TG Hyper Librarian, 1 Jet Warrior, 1 Junk Speeder, 1 XL Synchron, 1 Herald of the Arclight. In the side deck, we're on 3 Nib, 1 Denko Sekka, 1 Kurikara, 3 Droll, 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Herald of the Abyss, 3 Crossout Designator, and a Dimensional Barrier. So Donax, what's up with this list? It looks very different than what I'm used to from the last 2 times we tried to record this.
It is very different, yeah. But the most important thing that changed is Wheel Synchron, and there is no Stardust package. We were playing 2 Stardust Synchron, 1 Illumination, 1 Trail, which was the way to get high-level tuners and non-tuner bodies, because Trail is like 3 non-tuner bodies, 1 with Illumination, 1 with the Trail token, and 1 with Trail Get Back. So this time I wanted to cut all that package to have more spaces. For example, tuning we were not playing before, and more space for non-engine. And by doing so, you reduce your ceiling. But I'd argue that the ceiling is still good enough. We are still like doing Baron, Dispatch, Omega 2 times and pass. We have more non-engine to back up that board. So in theory, we should be able to be more consistent and have more going second slots while not reducing the amount of games we are winning going first.
Okay. Thoughts on the removal of the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity, besides that it might keep this video being a little more relevant, a little longer?
Yeah, Calamity was a good backup plan if you get trolled, or even if it's like a good first plan, of course, because you just win on the spot. But without Stardust, it's harder to make Calamity.
Okay,
That's
so
the
you've
reason why.
committed to TG Hyper Librarian instead? Because I know that was like one of the big differences you were going with. You're like, if I'm losing the
Yeah.
Droll, Hyper Librarian doesn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, the standard board is what I told you before, was like Baron, Dispara, Double Omega. And if your hand has a lot of engine, it doesn't have the non-engine to back up your board, you have the option to increase your ceiling, for example, with Librarian, for example, put an extra Herald on the field. So you still have enough interruptions. Either you draw them with non-engine or you draw all engine, you're able to convert them. It's like basically what Kashtira was doing before the ban list. If they had a lot of non-engine, they just went for a Rise Pass. If they had a lot of engine, they were like zone locking 5 and good luck playing the game.
All right, cool. Any other big changes to the list that people might have seen on the 10-minute testing or on your channel that's worth mentioning? Some big changes before we actually bring it to the ladder quote.
Yeah, there's Tengu, because I had to readjust the complementary engines because I'm not playing Stardust anymore. For example, Souls doesn't make as much sense as it did before, because now Souls doesn't pair well with my Synchro names. It pairs well with Stardust because that makes speeder. That was replaced by Tengu, and the Supai package is the same. Doesn't make sense to play Supai the Squawker if you're not playing Stardust. So that was cut, and that's tuning, that's Tengu. I cut Small World to 2 because I'm playing a lot of spells. It's 20 spells and 1 impermanence. So Small World is a bit... You had the option to draw 2 Small Worlds and still be fine, but now with that many spells, you cannot afford that, so you have to play 2. And I'm playing main deck Thrust because I noticed I was like siding Thrust every game, so might as well main deck it at this point.
Yeah, but I
That
feel like if
freed
you're
up-
playing at game 1, shouldn't there be like a trap card? Like a lot of people are on like Daruma Dharma Cannon or D-Barrier in the main
Yeah, I
deck.
tested that. Still not sure if Daruma is the right choice or just like one random impermanence. I opted for the impermanence because at least it's across the target for the games 2 and 3.
Fair enough. All right. Normally, I don't recommend this, but we usually just go into the game and see how we can play around interruptions. But would you like to do a test hand in advance before we actually get into the ladder?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So this is the base combo, assuming we open it. I think we did, right?
Yeah. That's like combo in 5 different ways. So you can play around basically everything, I think, with this hand.
We have a
You
Veiler
can-
in our opponent's hand since they have the same hand we do. So if you want to go over how to
Yeah.
play around a Veiler, we can do that. Otherwise, I can just make the Veiler get used on the Tengu so we don't have to keep listening to it.
Oh, that's fine. We can play around Veiler. We can play around... Basically, we can almost always, if we can play around one hand trick.
All right, great. So let's play
So,
around this Veiler. What should we do?
First of all, we start with right, because why not?
All righty. So that gives us our adventure token.
Yeah, and we go for Griffin. We place a Fateful Adventure, Search, because we want to play around draw.
All right, so we want to make sure we get the Griffin.
Yeah.
What are we pitching? Our Veiler? Or...
We can pitch our Veiler, yeah.
Okay.
Now we summon Griffin, and normal summon... We can keep that for Chain Block Speeder.
All right.
So now we normal summon Revolution. We make Baron.
In the extra monster zone?
Yeah. If you have the extra monster zone available, always try to make something there.
All right.
So we are still not searching. We can Revolution Synchron effect to revive itself. That's a great meal. And still not searching. Now we can make Speeder.
And then this is where our opponent would Veiler, I would assume. So
Yeah.
we would go...
We go Speeder Chilling 1, Fateful Chilling 2. So even if they had Ash, that didn't matter at all. And they can just Veiler this, and we Baron negate.
All right. Now we get the
Just
Draco
that.
back. So I guess it's a free discard, or at some point we might get the token back and use that for something.
We summon all of them, and for this time we can pretend our Tango isn't there, because you're not always drawing that good.
Okay, so the
we
Tengu
can-
would have actually made our hand better, or
Yeah.
made the play better, but this is the standard combo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can go for charge.
Okay, that I remember from the previous combo. I
Yeah.
noticed Wheel Synchron can be used as a non-tuner.
Yeah, that's the main selling point of Wheel.
Okay.
It's a non-tuner. It's a searchable non-tuner. It outs Ibli, fun enough, because it's level 5, and you can search it with tuning. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
So we'll sync. Now we can decide to, if we have Tengu, we'll sync extra normal summon Tengu. If we don't have Tengu, we search. Oh, never mind. We don't have another search. No. So yeah, we'll synchron extra normal summon Tengu. And this is where Librarian comes up to.
All right.
So we make Omega with Wheel Synchron and Revolution. Now we have Jet Revive that we could use Overtake for it, but I don't know. Let's pretend we don't have Overtake. So
Well-
yeah,
okay.
we could and discard either Overtake or drag back.
So pretend we don't have it. I'm going to just discard it.
Now we can make Librarian. That makes another Tengu. That's fine. We'll leave it there. And now we start climbing with Access Synchro Stardust.
Use
Yes,
the
we
effect
use
to-
effect to revive Assault. If the Bestial Assault here, it's fine. We just revive our Veiler and go for other stuff. Now we can Access Synchro Stardust effect to tag out, because that will give us 2 draws instead of just 1. And we make this better. We draw 2, Librarian.
It made sure I sequenced the draws correctly. All right.
Yeah, it's funny the way it does like that. And so we can just rip 2. And here, if you had the overtake, we can... That shit is like always the same. And now if we had overtake or another tuner, we could be making what's called a cell synchron with the Tengu, and that barrel will go live again. But here you just won because you have 2 interruptions on the field, 1 in your hand, and your opponent has 2 cards. Oh, sorry, you only have 1 interruption, I guess, because Baron is used. But you have 2 interruptions in your hand. Yeah.
Well, the Baron can tag out for the Stardust Dragon, which turns off some cards.
Oh, yeah, true. That both will work. Yeah. Actually, if you tag it for Stardust, it's 2 Stardust because you still have Assault in the graveyard.
Oh, so if we trigger a Stardust Dragon to negate a card, it'll tribute, which means
you can just revive it and it's live again because it knocks once per turn.
All right, cool. So that's like the basic combo where we have access to Speeder plus Tengu. All right, let's get into a game. I think I get an idea of how this works. It seems a little bit less specific than it was when we were doing this last time.
Yeah, it's less oppressive too, but it's just it's a fake less oppressive because you just won here. There's no way you lose.
All right, let's go lose. I'm just kidding. It could happen. I've been surprised.
We can lose, but that could happen if you don't get to combo, because if you get to combo, you usually win.
Yeah, we lost a dice roll, so we'll have to go second, which is part of the reason for this build, right? To be a little bit better at that. Yeah. We opened the wheel, which is I assume not the best thing to open.
It's not the best, but we'll manage.
All right. They are on purple cards.
Or maybe they just bricked.
Maybe. Anti-spell, Welcome Labyrinth. What do you think? Anti-spell. All right.
Good lord, anti-spell main deck. So we have to go for... We still have Speeder, I think. Yes. We can go Griffin, Special Summon. It's a fragile line because it can be interrupted, but it's a line at least.
Yeah.
So we'll Synchron normal summon over Griffin.
This feels really weird.
It is, but it works. So we'll effect to extra normal summon if it doesn't do anything.
They do have trap cards, so there's a good chance that something happened.
Yeah, but at least we will see them. We go for Jet. Yep.
And then they solemn strike the summon of Speeder. No, it's...
no, here we have to go for charge. Yeah, because it's level 6. Charge effect to draw. Hopefully we draw... I don't know what we could draw here. It's fine. And now Jet effect to revive. We can pitch Foolish. It's not going to be useful. And then, let's see. Oh, Punishment.
That gives us a little bit of information about what's happening at least.
Yeah. So if he didn't interact with us here, we could have Wheel Synchron reduce the level of charge. So that would be level 4. And we can go make Speeder like that. This is a scuffed line that comes up, but now there's no point in doing that because we don't have another Synchron tuner to put on field.
All right. So I assume we
at 2 attack, and we attack, set 2 and pass.
All right. But it's nice to know that there was a line, even though we couldn't get there. But that's tough.
Even through anti-spell. Yeah.
And what are the chances that this card is broken? And they're locked out of the extra deck. They didn't set a lot. Maybe we're in a decent spot.
I really don't know.
Me neither.
Could be anything.
If that's an infirm, they put it in the right place.
Okay, so we might have to start with...
That's unfortunate, because that's like the one thing we don't really want to start with because of this infirm column.
What's
Office of the Swamp Deity. I think it's a new card that hasn't come out yet. Special summon this card. Let me read it. All right. During the main phase, special summon this card as a normal monster. Then you can negate the effect of face-up cards your opponent controls equal to the number of continuous traps you control until the end of the turn. So negated the right. We have Wheel. His defense is also pretty big.
We could have just attacked the set monster and see what it is. I'm a bit scared.
Yeah, there's always a chance. I can't always set the games for... That's not expected.
Oh.
Okay. I often can't set my... what do you call it? I guess we just set this and pass?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no point in trying to go for normal sum of Vader lines.
Yeah, they're locked out of the extra deck. Super poly. I thought they were... Did they not? Maybe I missed something. Huh.
Or Vader could be dead.
Did I miscount when they activated the punishment? They used it on our turn. I'm surprised they used that. This guy's pretty big.
It's okay. It's the right token.
It also like negates anything. Any face-up card. And it counts itself. Oh, did it count itself?
I don't think so. Yeah, no point in using Vader here.
Yes and no. There is a chance. Depends on what he does. Okay.
There's a chance that card is still not legal in the TCG yet.
Yeah, I don't think this is. If it is, it could be like Age of Overlord, so it could be coming out soon.
Yeah.
Oh, it says other continuous trap cards, so it's counting the anti-spell, so I negated that. This is a very odd selection of cards they've brought up, though. They flipped a punishment, summoned a trap monster, main decked anti-spell, are actually a Tri-Brigade deck, summoned Redoer. Redoer means we're probably to get Thrust online, not that we'll be able to activate it. That's pretty good.
That is cool.
Oh, they didn't activate Redoer. Okay, so all they can do is run away. I guess we activate right.
Yeah, again. Sure. Yeah. It resolved. That's great.
Yeah. I
think we search Enchantress here. Yeah, we have to.
But do we pitch Jet or
no
Velor?
Velor. Oh, it's actually the same. Yeah, it's the same, but pitching Velor is correct.
All right.
Oh, that's that too. Fine.
I assume we just go for game?
Oh, we special summon Enchantress. That's for sure.
And I guess this will take the place of Wheel on the field. So we can put the token on.
Yeah, we can bounce the set.
Yeah, just in case it's something weird and surprising.
That's it.
Well, I guess we'll get to find out what it is. Or not. All right.
So we just go for speeder here.
There's too many level 5s in here. It's hard to find things. Going fast. All right. Oh, that's all that's left? Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a bit depressing, but fine.
Synchro deck is weird. All right.
What can we do here? So
these are all currently legally summonable.
We can.
Whoops.
We can go for the what's called the Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, level 7. There you go, with Assault and Speeder, and this will bounce.
We'll just tag out and run away. So there's no reason not to.
At least we force it.
Yeah.
Now we can make this better. Yeah. We have Revolution Meal to revive.
Fenrir. All right.
Now we can make Herald just for good manner. This pattern special summon the Redoer, so it won't come back for him, and we will steal his traps.
That's pretty cool play.
It is.
All right.
We can Enchantress get back from grave right, because we're under draw, but we can get it from grave.
Yeah, not that it's doing anything now.
No, but at least it's something for the next turn. And now we just attack. Oh, sorry? No, we just attack.
Okay, so you were, I assume, considering using the Jet Synchron to do something with the Herald?
Yeah, but it's not worth it.
All right. We know that one card is a trap.
Or a spell. Don't think he can win from here.
All right, so they scooped.
What is it?
They scooped. I didn't get a chance to see. I think it was just another fractal. All right, so going against a trap deck that negates things. It's weird.
So we can. Denkuseka goes in for sure.
Yeah.
And we can cross out for the barrier. So that can go in too.
Cross out for barrier. Whoops. All right.
And
I put these in.
Yeah, that's no brainer. We can take out the book. I think one Vader at least has to be left in because it's a bridge for Tanko. We can take out we can take out another Vader. And permanence is not useful. Impermanence is like last row. And we can take away Foolish. Yeah, Foolish and Impermanence, and we're
good. All right, so hopefully we can play through these traps. They are going first again. This time they'll probably have even better trap cards, like a D-Back.
If he's already main decking anti-spell, I don't know.
We open some pretty good spell cards if we can activate.
That's perfect. We don't have... Oh, I'm scared.
Huh. We probably beat anything with Crossout in hand.
I think we start with... the other one, Storm. Just because it can turn Trust Life. Droplet.
Interesting.
What do we do here?
We activate Tuning and hope we mill Enchantress.
That is a play. And that's, better than that.
They could Ash it and then that turns on the Thrust. But
I think we switch Wheel. Just for if we get to live. Or if we mill a Jet. That's OP.
Droll. We didn't put in Droll, did we?
We didn't put it. But that's
okay.
Fine.
So now what?
Yeah, we're not cross-outing.
We can Thrust and get something set for next turn.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'd rather not do that.
All right, then there's not much else we can do this turn since we can't activate this.
Yeah, we will just pass. Who cares?
All right,
We're
I
in a
guess they're
winning
probably not doing anything.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? They had 3 dead cards before. They're drawing a 4th card, so unless we get OTK'd, this can't possibly have been that bad of a play. I guess we get to see what their actual Tri-Brigade engine does by itself.
Frog Boy using effect for 2.
Yeah. Well, I'm wanting to see someone use it for 1 for the Scareclaw. I'm not really seeing that yet.
I think it's like a backup plan.
Yeah.
So now I wish I had kept the storm, but right away.
Yeah,
we go Enchantress. Enchantress, it's right. And here I think we have to go for, because even if he bounces the token, we can still go Baron Pass. Yeah, we place one Faithful.
Will he bounce the token or will he bounce the search attempt?
Either way, I think it's fine. We
All right,
can search.
Ooh, that's a pretty good card. That could be good. Unclear how good. So get rid of
It ups the token, yeah. I expected that.
All right.
We search Griffin, and we're discarding. I think Wheel doesn't make sense at this point.
So discard Wheel?
Yeah, it's Wheel.
Maybe he'll shuffle it back for us.
Oh, that would be very cool.
You never know. Griffin?
Griffin? Oh, I think we could browse for talents and look at his hand just to make sure we're not losing to any dumb stuff.
Okay. I guess I should leave this in here. We can always get it later. Okay. Talents. Unless you think we need like a small world for something.
Nah, it's not worth it. He's on 2 cards and we're making Baron.
And those cards weren't doing anything. Maybe they're just a pair of nibs or something.
Look at it.
Yeah, it's a nib.
There you go.
Although we could have done is we could have taken the Fractal, made Baron.
Yeah, that was also a possibility. I think we... Yeah.
All right. A normal revolution?
Normal... Yes.
Should I add the...
Yeah,
right? I feel like if he top decks Ashen's going to negate it next turn, then that's a good spot for us to be in.
Yeah. Right. We can just go Baron control. We destroy his hand, his whole field, up the Fractal. Yeah.
They conceded, even though we weren't doing much with the cards we had, but I guess
we're winning. We had everything to stop him.
Yeah, I can't imagine what they would have done to come back. All right, let's see if we can get to go first and not get hand trapped. Maybe, or I guess we don't care if we get hand trapped. We'll see what happens. Yeah, a lot of people, like, when they watch these videos, they're always like, I just want to see the combo. That's why I put it in at the beginning of this time.
Oh, great.
But the goal is to see how we play through, not how to make the play. Your channel's for that.
That's right. So this opening is weird because we have double jet, but it's fine. We're just summoning one less body from what's called from Speeder.
All right. What do we do?
So now we can start with. When you go first, always start with just a powerful play.
It's back in the middle here. Threw me off at being all the way on the edge.
We search to play around draw, even though I think it matters. We can search. Let me think. I think Griffin is correct here. And we go for the Access Stars line. We
pitch a jet.
Oh,
they conceded. So I assume we just pitch jet, summon Griffin. I guess summoning Griffin's just the body. Bring back jet.
No, you actually summon Griffin because you want to make Access Synchro Stars Dragon and make an affected speeder.
Ah, okay. I thought we might be using our normal summon on the Tengu and then bring back jet.
Because your Tengu can always be extra normal summoned with wheel.
Okay, that's something I have to get used to. All right, we'll see that in the next game. We did it before, but that's a new thing I'm not used to.
Yeah, I think nobody's used to because it's such a new build that nobody have seen.
I think a lot of people were considering wheel kind of a brick, but I think it does way too many things to be that bad.
Extra normal summon. Bad. It's like, you don't want to draw it, but if you draw it, fine.
And at the very least, if you have to normal summon it, it lets you normal summon.
Yeah. Rock and roll. I don't like your name, sir.
This hand seems decent going second. We got Fenrir.
It's good enough.
Pendulum.
Oh, Abyss Sector. Isn't this deck supposed to be blind second?
I think this might just be generic Pendulum. Supreme Gate Magician. I feel like I heard this card was broken. If you have a Supreme Gate card, other than this one, you can send one Pendulum Dragon or Xyz Dragon or Synchro Dragon or Fusion Dragon Monster from your hand or extra deck to the graveyard. And if you do, special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can add one card that mentions Zark from your deck to your hand, except a spellcaster monster. You can only use this effect of Supreme King Gate Magician once per turn. Off of that, they added this trap card. Tribute a spellcaster Pendulum monster with 2,500 attack to fusion summon 1 Zark from the extra deck by banishing materials listed on it. 2 trap cards.
Okay. I don't know what this film does.
I am also not sure. I think they can summon Zark. What does this thing in the Pendulum scale do? If a monster is special summoned and you control Zark and 1 other Pendulum monster. So far, I don't think it does anything. I think we should just proceed as if it's not there.
Okay, so I think the first thing to do is just summon Aurelius.
At minimum, we can give them the thought that we're on cash. Maybe they'll play. All right. Then research. What are the chances that their last card is Droll?
Surely not, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then we can go for Overtake, and we summon Zep.
So this card on field doesn't really do anything. This card, I don't think does anything either.
No, it doesn't do anything.
It pops when Pendulum summoning. All right, so reveal Jet, summon Jet Synchron. Special?
Yep.
All right.
So are we scared of a hand trap or not?
I don't think so. It's Pendulum deck. They don't do that.
Right. We can go for Access Synchro Star and effect to revive Jet. If it doesn't interact with us here, we can basically dodge most of his stuff because Stardust makes Synchros immune.
Really not looking forward to reading Zark. I know that card is long. All right, now what?
Normal summon enchant and add another layer of interruptions our opponent has to play to.
So pretty much we're going to make Herald and they're going to have to respond now. All right, so the response is coming.
No, I think we can negate whatever he... Actually...
I've passed priority.
Yeah, okay.
So the effects are negated.
This card is special summoned. Destroy all cards your opponent controls.
It's negated, so it's not relevant. The graveyard effect of this thing is a little more relevant.
What do you mean it's not relevant?
I'm sorry.
He's trying to wipe our board.
He's negated. That's the trap says summon it, but it's just negated. But its effects are negated unless at least 1 of each of your cards is banished. Oh, never mind. I misread.
It's not negated.
Okay, my bad. What can we do here?
Okay, so access Stardust effect.
All right.
And we make Herald. No, we don't activate book.
Herald of the Arclight. Alrighty.
No, he's trying to wipe, but our monsters are unaffected.
Must be fusions. All right. Oh, both of them are unaffected? Oh.
So now we have 2 negates, 1 for distractions and 1 omni, and we still have the materials for speeder.
All right, let me just read this Zark one more time. All right. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you can special summon Supreme King Dragon monster from the deck or extra deck. Okay, it doesn't seem like it does anything else. And I forgot what the other trap earlier did. Oh, was that the one that he searched? I guess that's the only trap he searched. Okay, so what are we doing?
Yeah. Enchantress from Grave.
Bell, of all things.
Bell.
Arclight?
No, we let it Bell resolve because we have thrust for right. And
we just do it again? All right.
Thrust for right. No, good luck, guy.
We're not on Duster, right? I forget. Just curious.
No, we're not on main deck Duster.
I'm playing a 60-card deck with 3 thrusts, so I am on Duster, but when you have that kind of room. All right.
Yeah. The token, place adventure, Fateful Adventure. We can now that discard a small word. Yeah, you can search, but yeah, actually, yeah. I think we search and then bounce something. Does that too?
Good question. If a monster is special summoned and you control Zark or another Pendulum monster, you can special summon this card, then choose 1 other Pendulum monster you control. The attribute and level of that monster or this card becomes the attribute and level of the other. That seems random and not useful.
Oh, sure.
And then the trap card has an effect from the graveyard. I'm trying to remember what it says. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it's a different card.
I cannot help here because I don't know any of those cards.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So add to hand.
Yeah. Can Faithful Search Enchantress. What does that do?
If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Supreme King Dragon or Pendulum Gate from your extra deck to your hand, and immediately after that resolves, you can Synchro summon 1 Supreme King monster. This is a tuner, so he's trying to Synchro with it. We could just book it.
We can just book it?
Yeah, I don't really want to think about what this thing is doing. And if it's face down, we don't think about it.
Yeah, no, he's not Synchro summoning.
All right.
Yeah, we search Enchantress here.
Not Griffin?
No, there's no point in searching Griffin.
All right.
And discard Drekback.
I guess we bounce the set and find out what it is.
Right. I think we could just bounce a monster so we can push for game.
Okay. Want to get rid of this big fusion just in case?
Because we still have an Omni. Yeah.
We can't target Zark, apparently.
We can target, so...
One of these cards must be protecting it from being targeted. Maybe the trap card? Not sure.
I feel like Raran when he was like
Yeah, we must have missed something somewhere. There's a lot going on here. Maybe this fusion made it untargetable. Maybe the other monster made it untargetable. Can we out it? Is it destructible?
Maybe some effect.
Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Your opponent cannot target it by card effect. So it can't be destroyed or targeted by card effects.
Okay, we bounce beyond... No, never mind. Yeah, beyond the Pendulum is good.
Okay.
It's one body to...
Do we have way over a 4,000 monster?
Yeah, we have Crystal Wing.
Okay. Good. All right. Speeder time?
And now speeder.
No, should we summon this first?
No, because that clogs your field and we don't have enough zones for nons.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry for tuners. So either permanent, and then where's Herald comes up. Yeah, from the gate.
Now all information is known.
So we have summon Assault and Revolution for sure. And the third body should be Wheel. So now we can make Crystal Wing with Revolution and Speeder.
They are thinking. Must be missing whatever they're thinking of. Doesn't look like there's another play anywhere.
Maybe he's disconnecting. I don't know.
That's a possibility. Does happen every once in a while.
Because we broke his whole board and he went to go first, probably with the best hand he could have had. So we make Crystal Wing with Revolution and Speeder. That allows us to kill the fucker. There you go.
Fair description. All right.
Wheel, extra normal summon, and we extra Enchantress. So now we can have Despair with Assault and Stardust, and Omega with the other two. Because Wheel is also a tuner.
Or not a tuner. Depends.
Yeah. It's so nice to have that flexibility. No, we don't need to use that. We can leave it for follow-up.
I don't think any of these are summonable from the Banished Zone.
Yeah, they're also not properly summoned.
All right, so just attack over everything, I guess?
Yeah. Crystal Wing attack the guy, so he gains attack. Go.
Maybe it puts itself in the scale. A lot of these things do.
If he does that, we can just Crystal Wing negate because that's free.
Yeah, get negated. Okay.
We beat over everything else. And then you main to we Omega Rip.
Summon that monster? We can summon that monster, right?
We can summon Omega so we can rip away the last card he has.
If it's just a Pendulum scale, they'll just put it in the scale.
It's the same.
If it's anything else, we can just negate it. Okay, I guess it doesn't really make a difference.
And now we just pass turn.
All right. Good luck, Rock and Droll.
Yeah.
That way we also get Omega back to put something out there. Thoughts on what we would do against Pendulum deck? They don't do a lot of summons.
Droll for sure. Nibiru for sure.
Kurikara can be useful here.
Kurikara, yes. We can take out... We cannot... We don't have the space to put cross out Nibiru 2 because we have to stop their engine as soon as possible. So I don't think cross out is good. And usually when I'm going against these heavy combo decks, I take out one tuning, one overtake. We could take out Small War 2 because I'm assuming that Kurikara is good when you hard draw it, but if you have to go neg 1 to search it, maybe it's not that good against these many interruptions.
All right. 3 more.
I think it's foolish to books.
Okay, let's hope for the best. It's a weird deck.
Yeah.
No telling.
But we should be fine. We have 13 hand traps. We didn't draw a lot of them.
We drew 1, and that's all that matters. 1. Now, it seemed that their card was relevant to them having a Supreme King gate in their hand, so we might actually want to Valor this.
We could. Yeah, I think it's a good bet.
But it's also like a possibility that deck is on multiples. But there is a chance that their whole deck relies on that combo and then they have nothing else to do. Never mind, that does exactly that. Add a Supreme King Dragon or Supreme King Gate Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. If you control Zark, you can special summon it. Okay.
Now we have to watch him combo. And we have to hope for a good top deck because this hand doesn't do anything.
But we have a lot of good top decks, right? Tengu.
Yeah, we have Tuning, Wheel, Right, Tengu, Fairy to an extent. So we have to draw a way to get an answer.
Okay, so they're going to get a Pendulum scale. They probably have another scale. They'll get the Pen Summon. All right, we might just be in trouble. Actually, they don't have the gate in the scale, right? Oh, they put the...
Yeah, that's the gate.
Okay. Oh, it switched? Which card did that?
The donut? Oh,
did it itself? Destroy this card, place the donut. Okay. So I don't know if that does what they want it to do. Exceed the pendulum. That's the new one.
It's the sling card. Yeah, this is for sure not out in the TCG. Advice one, no, never mind, from hand. Versus that one that was used.
So they have the trap card. Okay, so we might just be in trouble. So
Depends on our top deck. If we have Tengu, we could be actually fine. IP. Pretty sure he's playing SP too. Fenrir. Maybe Fenrir does it.
maybe.
So special, I don't think so, to be honest.
We'll
Special
try.
Fenrir.
Let us get another Fenrir in case you out this Fenrir.
Yep.
Now, do we rush in and just try and Fenrir something? Maybe they'll waste IP.
We can normal summon Zad.
I guess we can special it if we need to afterwards, right?
Yeah. That's the only normal summonable card we have, so might as well. We can make Omega, rip the card he has in hand, and then summon Fenrir again.
Assuming they don't get that card out of their hand. Also, I think they used this for the fusion last time, so they drew it. Maybe they play more. It is a scale.
I have no clue.
So they're going to add a
This
supreme.
is Urging?
That is what it does. Darkworm. That's not the best take, but I guess maybe it's protecting the other card. So we took Darkworm, so the other card is still there.
This guy's killed.
Fenrir again.
No, Fenrir again, and try to force AP.
All right, so declare battle.
Sure.
What will they IP into? Oh,
Yeah,
this thing.
Yes, I think we target.
This thing didn't activate. Oh, it's a quick fix. When we activate a card or effect, target 2 face-up cards on the field, including at least one monster you control. So it's targeting. It's already banishing itself, so we should banish.
Yeah, we can
one of
banish
their
the
cards.
donut.
All right, their deck might be on more donuts.
A donut should be a very powerful card because it's sweet.
Indeed. Yes, the Donax. We will banish the Donax.
Yes. Tag out.
All right. Well, what do we got here?
We have to pass. We can't do anything else.
All right, so hopefully we'll be able to do something next turn. When Omega returns, and
Omega returns, Fenrir returns too, I think.
oh, he's not doing much. That's good. Fenrir didn't return until the. Right, when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you
Oh,
can
yes,
target
the
2
other-
face-up monsters, including at least one monster you control. Banish both of those monsters to the end phase. Huh. Oh, so its other effect, it is the second effect. So we could just attack over it now.
Yeah, we can force it.
And now what?
And now we just go Omega Control. Main 2? Yeah, we're only in main. Yeah, we can Omega again. And then we have Ibiru if he, for some reason, if he's able to pop up.
Yeah, they can't dodge us taking whatever their other card is forever. So we hit the Dark Worm again, or they have 2 Dark Worms.
Yes.
I guess we're just passing?
Yep.
All right. Come on, level 4. Please. Oh my god, this is not the deck we were expecting. Okay, that's not a level 4 either.
This solves it.
All right. What do we do?
Tuning for wheel.
This feels so weird. All right. Search wheel.
Yep.
Mill tuning. Okay.
That's the classic tuning meal tuning.
Yeah.
And then we have Overtake. Try to keep the jet effect for later. Overtake, summon the jet from grave because we want to keep one in the deck. Speeder. And
All
now we'll tribute summon. I don't think there's a. Yeah, we don't need to extra normal summon. We can have jet effects from grave, Drakenback, and then we make charge. And this is the play we were trying to do last game. Charge, effective draw. This guy should have been here before. Anyway, this changes at B. Okay, we activate right because we can get protection here. Activate right, search Griffin.
Pitch nib at this point. Yeah, at this point they don't seem to be summoning any monsters.
Yeah. Pitch nib, special Griffin.
So now at least one of these traps is probably going to get used, assuming they do anything. Ah.
Got Nibiru. Yeah, effect Omega to tag out. Hopefully we don't hit Nibiru.
Come on, can we just keep hitting Darkworm 50-50? Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, we have to put it in defense. We have to pass because we don't play a level 9 to level 9 Synchro. That's
All right.
unfortunate.
This is a weird situation to come up.
They don't want us to go for the wheel count.
I suppose Crimson Dragon's a 12, right?
Yeah, it's 12.
So I guess there was no real use for doing that. I was thinking like
Special assaults. Because the fact is that wheel can only level modulate for your Synchro monsters, not all your monsters.
Gotcha. All right. Mega returns.
I think, what can we do? We can make speeder, but that's risky, I think. No, we just put the Nib token in attack and win the control game. I don't think anything else is worth it. Also, yeah, we can, that's correct. There's Enchantress, and we can pitch. Oh, never mind, I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm dumb, sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking that doesn't really do much. All right.
Yeah, normal summon Enchantress and make speeder like that.
With what?
A normal summon Enchantress and then special summon Assault.
I'm missing the obvious. This card just summons itself.
Yeah. The reason why it's splashed.
Okay. Beater. All right, let's get Nibiru again.
It would be unfortunate.
It makes sense that they have this at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
Impermanence is fine. An Enchantress effect to search so that we get that. That's fine.
So their only card in hand is Darkworm. They have... I don't think they could actually Pendulum summon any of these things because Darkworm's a 5. So it's not even like really worth taking away. We might even want to put cards back in the graveyard.
Yeah. Battle phase. Yes.
So there's only one possible problem with not just taking the Darkworm. That is, if they have Thrust, we can turn it on with Omega by mistake. Although I don't know if they're going to play that. Oh,
game.
Oh, that worked out. It looked like we might have had to do a little bit more work there. Okay, I feel like we haven't gotten like a proper game. Like we played a couple of random stuff, like a really weird Tri-Brigade deck. We played against a weird Pendulum deck, although this is a deck I think people will be testing next format, or whenever it comes out.
Yeah.
It would be nice to play against something remotely normal, but metas, that's a tough ask here, but you never know.
Actually, we had the opportunity to display how Synchron goes second in the first game against Pendulum.
Yeah, it's surprising how many things we were able to make choices with. There's a lot of decks I try not to play because they usually don't have certain kinds of options. I'm glad you noticed we could out Zark with the Crystal Wing because I was running out of like ideas.
Oh no, Crystal Wing is like the first thing you have to think of when it's towers. So we can out the 6k rival Cybers with Crystal Wing negating your own Despair. That goes to 6500.
Okay, that's cool. I've done weird things with Crystal Wings before. My favorite thing involving Crystal Wing was a way to beat it. I was an Infernoid player for a long time until the deck became effectively unplayable. But when I played it, if you summon Tierra, the Infernoid fusion, and then you activate Imagination, it reduces Tierra's level to 1 so that it could crash into Crystal Wing. So it wasn't level 8 or higher monster anymore. So it was fun things doing with level modulation.
Crystal Wing is a very fun card.
I'm just going to rehost the game real quick. Sometimes if you don't get picked right away, your name falls lower on the list and then people don't find it. So I see the deck name is called BS Wheel. What does BS stand for?
Brave Synchron.
Just making sure. It's not bull,
supposed
right?
To be something else. I don't know.
All right. We are losing the dice roll again. There was some bad luck on dice rolls.
Yeah, but see, that's the point in, again, Pendulum. Oh my God. But yeah, I was saying, that's the point.
I feel like my opinion is always Ash quickly and often to just not let them do anything. Hopefully their hand can't play. But
Ash Beyond, maybe?
All right. I don't know. There's no perfectly right place. Like they might not have had a way to this card, but then they would get another one of this card. I don't know. There are too many cards in here I've never really read before. That's an awkward scale. What's the other effect of this card? During your main phase, you can shuffle one face-up Pendulum monster from your extra deck into the deck and add one non-Pendulum. So I think we ash this to keep him off of a good scale.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because what are the chances they can do anything with a Pendulum summon of only level 6 monsters? Woo, that's how you do it. Oh, they ran away. All right, let's try this one more time.
Yeah.
That was an unexpected... Yeah, did not plan for us to just be doing non-stop game. Interesting. All right. Dang it. All right, so we win with just an Ash again. Oh, we have a Valor. Never mind. We have a couple things, but we don't really have a combo.
We actually have combo if we're able to keep the Valor.
Should I just Ash this and hope for the best? Because
yeah, I think so.
That's the only way we keep a combo, right?
Yeah. Post game 1 against Kashtira, I always try to keep Ash for Prosperity because that thing is awful. Rizard.
Okay.
Rizard. If we Valor this, I think he just passes.
I almost always stop Rizard because I don't want it to be level 7.
If he's got Birth, fair enough.
If you got it.
There we go. His Mandrew and what's called.
So currently, this only searches another copy of Theosis. They've already used Theosis. Oh, a new Birth, I guess.
Shangri.
Okay, that can be a problem.
Okay, how do we play this out? It's not easy.
We have to book Unicorn so it doesn't hit Speeder.
Yeah.
They can hit things in the graveyard. That's also relevant.
Okay, so we can use Enchantress, and activate that.
And they're going to be getting asked to, what do you call it?
We search Trackback, yeah.
Do we add it to hand?
Yeah, we have to add it to hand because we need a discard for Griffin.
I'm just trying to think of the chain link sequence that might happen off of. So let's say we activate this. Trying to think of the sequence. Okay, so
that's actually fine because we need to thrust for tuning. Otherwise, we don't have a play.
Okay, so we need to force this to activate, right?
Yeah.
All right, so activate activate Fateful Adventure.
Yep.
Grab Griffin.
Yep.
Okay. Pitch.
We discard Dragman.
Activate it. Now this is a...
That's fine.
Now we have to activate Griffin, right?
Griffin? Yep.
But they have no reason to really respond to this, but I guess they can. There they go.
And don't negate it.
Can't think of why
don't
not.
Negate it.
Oh, we needed to...
No, because then Thrust is not online.
Yeah, if they haven't activated that. Okay. So, Thrust?
And now we search Overtake.
We have a normal.
We have a normal, but Overtake is just better here. Overtake for Jet, of course.
And we just pray.
Yes, exactly. We know he's got...
They scooped. We did it.
There you go.
The sequence worked. All right, so we have to beat Cash. What are we bringing in?
Okay, so you can set in for sure. Duster and Storm too. They're really strong. And I think Nibiru as well. Yeah, Nibiru is good.
They seem pretty conservative last game, but...
we hand dropped in twice, so...
I suppose. Okay, what do we cut?
We cut Foolish for sure, because that's not live on the riser.
All right.
We cut 1 Tuning and 1 Overtake. We can cut 2 Veilers, because...
it might not be live. All right.
Yes. And this is a tough choice.
Fenrir? No.
I don't know.
Griffin? A Tengu?
We could just take out... No, Tengu, we need to keep it at 3, because that's where he's got the most value. And we can cut the permanence. We're not that scared of a riser, because 1 Revolution plus Right or Tengu outs it. We have many ways to out the riser.
Also, opening multiple books would be better than having Imperm book, in case we sequence that badly. If they have a, what do you call it? This doesn't look good.
It's math.
Okay, they didn't give us a game. Oh, I guess we won anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's go back to the deck list and see if there's anything that didn't come up that's worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to think of things that didn't come up. We never made Shooting Riser. Is this really better
Riser,
than...
though, is needed for many lines. The most important is Tengu and Revolution. If you go Tengu Revolution, you have normal summon Tengu.
Is it a 2-card combo? Does it require a discard?
No, it's a card combo. You can just play it out.
Don't shuffle, no opponents. Okay, so what is this comp?
Yeah, normal summon Tengu. Revolution from hand makes Shooting Riser. And if you go second, you make Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. Here you go Shooting Riser, send a level 1, and usually it's Veiler. If it's both sides, sometimes it's Troll or Jet, doesn't matter. Here you can just make Baron. You cannot use Revolution because Shooting Riser is now level 6. Now there's Tengu and Revolution is live, and we can just make it.
So at this point, it's just standard combo. I guess we should just run through it just so people can see how it works.
Yeah.
So that's why you were saying we couldn't cut it at all.
Yeah, Shooting Riser is 100% needed if you're playing Tengu.
We do this in the right order. 1, 2, 3, 5. It switched the order on.
Look at the perfection here with the
levels. But it summoned them in the order I didn't want them to. It did backwards, but I picked them in the right order. All right, where do we go from here?
So now it's charge.
Does it matter which one I use?
You have to use Speeder because if you draw something that is normal summonable, you have wheel effect to extra normal summon and make, I don't know, a Herald or anything. In this case, we drew Fenrir. It's not bad. It's a card we're not using.
All right.
So from here, we can just go for Access Synchro Stardust with Salt and charge. Yes. Sack to revive assault.
Now, last time we were doing this, we were bringing back like Jet a lot instead, I think.
Yeah, that's true. And that's because we had the Illumination Summon Trail for deck. And that is super powerful to have that last trail to make Exile Synchron and the token, and then Foolish again, make a level 9, make a level 10 Synchro. That's super powerful. But
So
we
there's
don't
no
have
sequence.
trails.
So there's no sequence that makes sense for us to leave this engraved to get some value out of the second effect, or there's nothing that really works.
Yeah, it's super specific to have Revive Jet. It's 99% of the time in this build you revive Assault.
All right.
Now you make just this better and Omega. And this is what I was talking about with the lower ceiling version of the deck. It's like, for sure, lower ceiling. You have 2-card combo that only makes 2 negates and 2 hand rips, but you have 4 cards in hand. I think this should be winning most of your games.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to the deck list here. Let me put these back where they were.
Yeah, it's just sorted.
Okay. And is there anything else you can think of that didn't come up? We never summoned Excel. I assume that could come up.
Yeah, that comes up. One thing that rarely comes up is Crimson Dragon. Crimson Dragon only comes up if you get nibbed, because earlier you could, that's the biggest downside of this version, is that it doesn't have big enough Nibiru recovery. Well, it's usually you have the Omni Negate to trade for Nibiru, but if you don't, the other version with Stardust and Trail deals just fine. You Nibby, and a Still Calamity Lock. In this version, it's easier. It's more difficult to set up something post Nibiru because we don't have the recurring bodies of the Stardust. But you still can make Baron pass if you play Crimson. If you don't believe that's useful enough, you can cut Crimson and play something else. Another utility slot in your X deck is also always fine. But I think this is a good spot enough. Also, Crimson is funny when you play against Manhadium because you can target their synchros to make your synchros. Doesn't say target a synchro you control.
All right. That's cool. Just so people know how to beat the Crimson Dragon, we talked about this one of the 2 other times we tried to record this. If you book the targeted monster, it can't check the level, so it'll shuffle itself back and then summon nothing, I think.
Yeah.
That's one option. And if you could just try to force it to be used as Chainlink 2 or higher, Calamity, if they're trying to summon it, will miss timing, and people should be aware not to do that, but you never know.
People are trying Droplet or Super Poly. I don't know. I think those approaches are not super useful because you're just not, even if the Calamity build, you're not just Calamity locking, you're hand ripping 2 and then Calamity locking. So if you got 2 cards down and you need other 2 cards to force the Crimson Dragon, how do you play?
No idea. So you have to open like double book or imperm book and then open full combo.
Then combo. and hope they don't get ripped with Omega. So it's very situational. I think the most valuable approach is go for hand traps. And Ash is really good. Bell is really good because Bell can stop Overtake, can stop Enchantress. It can stop Jet Revive or Revolution Synchro Revive. Bell is very good against this deck. Shifter is good because it doesn't win the game on the spot, but if it's paired with any other hand trap, it wins you the game. Yeah, those are the most powerful stuff. Draw is like a gamble because if you noticed, we're not searching post speeder. So if we get to speeder and you draw me, that's fine. I don't get the librarian draws, but you hand looped yourself a 1 and then I have loop 2. So good luck. So yeah, if you're playing a lot of hand traps, draw is good. But if you're not, draw is kind of a gamble. If I draw Enchantress and Tuning, then sure, draw is fine. It's good. But if I draw, I don't know, Right and Revolution or Right and Jet or Right and Overtake, and just Overtake, draw is not doing anything.
Gotcha. All right. I think that kind of covers everything, unless you could think of anything else.
No, shout outs to the wolfgrounds that always help me building the decks and discuss the theories and everything. And I don't know, check my channel if you want more in-depth stuff about Synchron.
All right.
Or
So
of course, 37 Wolf. Like,
all right. So everyone Yeah, everyone make sure you go check out Donax's channel. You should also, for additional updates on Synchro builds, you can also check out 037 Wolf and the Synchro. Well, it's not really a Synchro Discord. It's Leo's Discord, right? For wolfgrounds.
We discuss pretty much everything. There's a lot of great people there. As I was saying, the rule of thumb is if something good comes out for Synchron, it usually comes out from wolfgrounds.
Or someone in there someone will wind up in there sharing it. So yeah, everybody make sure you check out the wolfgrounds. Make sure the wolfgrounds Discord server, Donax's YouTube channel, and of course Leo's channel as well, 037 Wolf. And thanks again, Donax. I know this is the third time we did this, and I appreciate that. Hopefully, we won't do this again until there's some new support, and not because this failed. All right, cool. All right, so I will cut it here, and please work.